Alright, welcome to another episode of Mic'ed Up. So today we have Ryan here. We're going to actually talk about how do we balance our work and our school life because we're in uni now and we're also working part-time jobs on the side. So before we start anything, we're going to let Ryan introduce himself, what he does, and yeah, Ryan, take it away.
Alright, hi guys, I'm Ryan. I'm currently a business student who is working while studying. On the side, I do digital marketing. I work for a tech company called Jibble. At the same time, I do freelance project. And yeah, before this, I was actually a barista for like 3 years, and I was juggling all this while I was studying at the same time. I can call myself a full-time worker and a full-time student at the same time, or maybe part-time student. Yeah. What about you, Elton? What do you do yourself?
Well, you study at INTI, right?
Yeah, I'm
So
INTI.
INTI, then I'm studying at HELP. So what I do is I'm studying business psychology, and other than that, actually I do piano. I play piano accompaniment for people, and then I do video editing, shoot videos, and I run events on the side. So that's pretty much what I do. I dabble a bit into investments, like try to learn here and there, but it's nothing serious at the moment.
Okay. So recently I saw on Instagram you did this thing like break the box. Actually, what is that about? Like, is that something you're trying to do in the future or something like that?
Okay, so the thing with Break the Box is actually it's a personal development program that is catered for the youths by the youth. That's our whole tagline, because especially when I wanted to learn about personal development, I felt that I couldn't really relate to people that are really, really older. Like the theory might work, but I might feel the situations are different. So that's why I came up with the idea of I work with adults, but we bring the idea to the youth through the youth, so we relate in a better way.
I see.
Yeah. So this actually brought me to doing Mic'ed Up, that we produce something that is also for the youth, but inspiring youth through stories. But this has come with I have to juggle between my school time and then my school, my work, my passion, my own projects. Yeah. So this actually brings us to the topic of how do you work while you study, and how do you actually earn money while you study. So Ryan here actually as he said, he does work for startups.
Yeah.
So he gets paid. He's here to share some tips and how you're gonna.
Okay, so it was quite a long journey. It all started from me working at a coffee shop, and that's where all the exposure started. When you start there, you meet different kind of people, talking to different kind of people. Yeah, and digital marketing was one of the things that I stumbled upon. I heard about it, got interested about it, went back and did some study about it, bought a Udemy course just to know what's it all about. And after that, once I finished this course, I was like, oh wait, this is actually something interesting, and how am I gonna further myself in this path or learn more about digital marketing? Then I thought, wait, actually my course there's an internship, and I want to make use of this chance and not take an internship just for the sake of graduating. So I decided to do an early internship. I did an internship doing digital marketing at a startup company called Hub. Then from there, I got a bigger exposure of digital marketing, learning different things like how people gain sales, find customers, or just grow their company through digital marketing, social media, things like that. And from there, I just got even further. After the internship, I was like, oh damn, this is something I actually want to do and learn more about it. Then I was like, how am I supposed to find something and explore digital marketing more? As a student, it's very hard to look for a job at a company. So what I did was, okay, let's just try freelancing. I met some people in a startup company already from the place I interned. So I learned from them, and some of them actually became my mentor. So from there, I took up freelance project, try to find clients through Facebook, Instagram, just telling people what I do, and will you be interested to try something like that to build up your business, things like that. So from there, I move on.
Before you move somewhere, I'm actually really interested because every time I say when you do something, there must be a why behind it. And what made you think that I should do something other than just studying uni? I need to try something other than just going to classes.
To be honest, I don't go to class because I want to learn, study or whatever. I'm just going to uni for the sake of it. I mean, that's good or bad or that. Yeah, like the typical thing people say, I'm going uni just because of degree. So in order to further motivate myself to study and get through my uni days, working is one of the way. So working shows me how important what I learned, like the importance of studying, the importance of learning, and I believe this thing where uni is not the only place where you learn and grow yourself. So that's why I go out and find my sources of knowledge. Yeah, so these sources of knowledge is actually what pushes me and what pushes me through uni, help me get through my days in uni.
Oh, yeah. All right.
That's about it.
Yeah, so another thing is that since you say you're doing so many things right now, okay, even though you're saying you're not really that focused on your studies, but you still need to get the paper, right?
Yeah.
And you'll be doing so many things on the side. So how would you balance like your, let's say, work and your studies?
Okay, it all started out, okay, so when I started juggling, it may get messy. I'm like, oh shit, I forgot I have this assignment. Oh damn, I have to do this. There's a deadline for this and that. So I started to organize myself. I tried many ways, using a tool to organize my task, writing down my notes every day, and then like, even I set deadlines for everything, it still didn't work. So one thing that really worked for me is set daily priorities. Like, you may say that this has a higher priority or that may have a lower priority, but in the end of the day, you still have to do everything. So what I do is, one day with 7 weeks, 7 different days has different priorities. So let's say Monday to Wednesday, it'll be work for this company. Or maybe Thursday and Friday it will be for assignments, and Saturday, Sunday it could be friends and family, things like that. Or sometimes you don't want to do it for like, let's say Monday, just on one topic, or maybe first half of the day I'll be doing college stuff, second half I'll be working. So it's just things like that on how you set your daily priorities. You have a daily goal instead of putting all your to-do lists in one notebook and say, okay, this week I have to complete this thing. So I tried that thing, it didn't work for me. So like, in the end of the day I didn't even follow my weekly to-do. What I do is just like, oh, I want to do this, I do this, I want to do that, I do that lah. So what I realized is, just set daily priorities.
I mean, with this setup, have you ever had days that you say, I don't finish my work, like the priorities, I don't finish it? Is there days that happens?
Yeah, there's always those days where it happens, like procrastination happens, slacking happens a lot of time.
So how do you deal with, like, let's say there's 10 things on your list, you finish 7, so what are you going to do with the next 3? How do you reprioritize it?
I think it also depends on how you understand yourself and how you work. If you know you can work faster, definitely you'll be like, okay lah, today maybe I'll just procrastinate a bit. I know I can finish it even before the due date. Yeah, that's fine. But if you don't know that you cannot, like you don't know how fast can you work on this thing, then okay, definitely you should like follow your schedule. And like when you think about procrastination, it's like, oh damn, I know I won't finish it in time, so let's just do it. So this doesn't come immediately to someone, it actually comes through experience lah. So what experience is like, let's say for example assignment deadline, I'll be like, oh damn, 5,000 words, easy lah, I can finish the day. But there was once there's this assignment I did until like, okay, I told myself to do it during the day on that day. So it's like after lunch, okay, let's do it. So I ended up chilling, doing this, doing that.
Watch Netflix.
Yeah, sleeping, eating, go hang out. And then came home, damn, it's 10 o'clock already. And I have a 5,000 word assignment waiting for me, and it's due tomorrow morning at 8. So shit like that, I was like, oh damn. Okay lah, then I sit in front of the computer, I was like, okay lah. I sit in front of the computer, I start typing. Then like, okay, until like 1, 2 a.m. it's still okay. Then when it starts hitting 3 a.m., 4 a.m., it's just like, why did I do this to myself?
And then
and then at 5 o'clock you'll be like, oh damn, now I still need to read it. And then at this time, when you're reading it, you're already damn tired. So when you're reading a 5,000 word assignment, you're like killing yourself already. So after a few experiences of this situation, I'm like, okay, shit lah, procrastination is something I don't want to do anymore. So just things get better like that. Until today, I still procrastinate, but it just gets better lah on how I'm going to arrange my time. Blocking out time for things like work, studies, families, friends, things like that.
Alright, so another thing that you touched on is I think you are working. How many jobs are you working now actually?
Okay.
You did mention quite a few.
So I freelance as digital marketer. I'm an in-house digital marketer at a company and studying. That's about it. And I still help the coffee shop I worked at last time. More on back-end stuff, administrative stuff. Yeah.
So how does
it's like three and a half.
3.5.
Yeah, 3 lah. 3 plus studies.
Alright. So how do students, let's say, I'm just a normal uni student, I don't have anything. How do I start getting to the place where I can actually use my skills to earn some money? Like where do I start? Where do I look for? What places do I go?
Where places do I go? I think Google is Yeah, I think in this day and time, we humans are not leveraging on Google and internet enough. So what surprises me was when I started to learn about digital marketing, I just Googled digital marketing, everything's there. It's like, oh wait, it's so vague, so broad, so many things to study. Then from there, you will go on. What in digital marketing are learn about? Is it social media? Is it search engine optimization? There's so many aspects that you can find out from Google. So I think Google is really a right spot. Like
so anything that you want to start, you can just...
So if you want to learn how to make coffee, just Google how do I make coffee. Then you see, oh, there's actually so many other coffee making methods. And then you say, how do I edit video? There's like, oh damn, there's so many video editing software. There's like Final Cut Pro, there's Adobe, like where should we start? So I think Google is definitely a right place. After Google, then you definitely want to find experience. It can be through an internship, it can be through someone you know who is already in the industry. Yeah, from there it just comes along.
I think that's true also. Like how I started off actually was also I watched YouTube. I started off with that. I mean, the only advantage I had was my dad was a photographer, so I get to use all the gear.
That's good.
But I still have to go and learn. So I watched on YouTube from this guy called Peter McKinnon.
Yep.
And I start following Casey Neistat on how he shooting styles. But after that, it's really more the practical work that you actually learn more.
Yeah, that's true.
I actually took up this job. I wasn't ready at all. I took up this job. They were going to pay me, and I didn't even finish the job. They didn't even pay me halfway through. They were like, "You suck." They didn't say you suck, but they like, "You don't need to do it anymore." So that was the first job that I did. Didn't get paid. Then I still continued to do shoot on my own, do vlogs, reviews, and eventually pick up more. Then I did my second job with Dom over here, and well, the idea wasn't conveyed nicely, and they said I did a shit job again. So
I think the thing about us getting started is we're always afraid of are we capable of doing this job? Are we qualified of these things like that? So I think this is something I've conquered, and I think everyone will have to go through this phase as well. Will be like, oh damn, I just learned something. How am I gonna bring this out there? So you just gotta really tell yourself, okay, you learn something, just do it. Whatever it is, do it. Learn from the mistake. Just screw it and go for it.
I feel like every time I screw up, it's like a test.
Yeah.
Where I screw up, then this shit doesn't work. Then I work on something. Then I say, I think I'm ready. And then you go out, then you try something again, doesn't work. You learn from that. You go out and hit the road again.
I think that's also how you learn more things and different things. Like my first ever client, it was a social media management client. So I think that one is like my first time dealing with a client, and it's like, how am I gonna sell my service? How am I gonna manage it? How am I gonna manage my relationship? How are we gonna
network with people?
Things like that. So it's like
people are like 5-6 years older.
Yeah, they are like way more experienced than you. You're talking to someone who runs multiple businesses.
Exactly.
Yeah. So it's just things like that where you go, it's like, oh damn, when you do things like that, it's just not about the skill you want to do, not just about digital marketing anymore, it's about communication skills, it's about meeting people.
That's really true.
So it's just about getting started, that's what I feel. If you don't start, you'll never get somewhere, and you will never know what you want to do.
So another thing is, I think you have found your passion in what you do. So I think so. And I have found so when you have a passion, you will actually work hard for it, and even though they don't pay, you try out different ways. You like to learn more about it every time. But how do you know which is the right job for you? Like, it's starting off, because we are catered towards people who. How do you know what's the right job for you?
I think as a student, the first thing in mind when we talk about jobs is we always think about, okay, it's sem break, it's holiday.
You
want to get an extra $1,000, extra few $100 just to buy something or do something. It always starts off like that, but I didn't start out that way lah. So because I started working part-time when I was 15, first job at a Japanese restaurant. When I was
everyone
16,
started at a Japanese restaurant. Everyone started at a Japanese restaurant.
And then 16, I went to events, promoter, freelancer. And 17 after SPM, I'm like, oh crap. Okay, to be honest, when I was 17, I didn't do much. Delphine can be a proof of that. I always sleep in class. So so when I graduated SPM, I didn't even put effort in doing SPM. I felt like shit, I didn't do anything in life, so I have to do something. So I just like, okay, let's find a job, and not just to earn money, but to learn something and actually like excel in something. So I just went to a coffee shop. I went there. I was like, okay, even though the pay is slightly lower, but I know I'm gonna learn something out of it. I was like, great, I'm just gonna work. I went there. I was like, okay, actually coffee is something very interesting. From there, okay, this could be a passion. Then I work. It's like I find out more about it. Then up to a certain point, when I find something else, okay, this is something I like to do as well.
So you branch out.
Yeah, so I think passion is not something where you find one and you just do that one alone. It can be something where you have 5 passions and you excel all 5 at the same time, but you gotta know how to juggle it, like, you gotta know which one is really like helping you out. And then it also depends on what you're focusing on. If you're focusing on money, yeah, you gotta do something that you like and makes you money. If you're focusing on just fun and everything, yeah, it's always your intention. What intention you're gonna put in your head. Yeah, that's what I feel. So it all started with money. I want to learn something, then you grow from here and then to another one, A to B to C to D.
And actually, you mentioned you met people along the way that introduced you to certain things. So, how important is actually networking for people actually our age? Because we hear networking is very important, but in our context, how important would it be?
Important in terms of finding job, exposure, learning more about yourself as well. Yeah, and getting feedback. So like one thing about me working at a coffee shop is I met a lot of business owners. I met a lot of auntie uncles, people who are in their older, like people who are in deeper down in their career path. So they would know a lot of things. So like whenever I say, okay, I want to start something, then you tell them, hey, I want to start something now. What do you think about this thing? Then we're like, oh, okay.
So they give you input on
So they give you input, and then it's like, oh, so okay, maybe this is something not that great. How are you gonna be better? How are you gonna recreate your idea? And then you just, this is one way I can learn. So like I treat my coffee shop that I worked at as like a platform for me to gain feedback, bounce off ideas. So, but of course you don't just meet a customer one day and you tell him about your ideas. No, you have to build a rapport. First day you're gonna talk about this thing, things like that.
Life,
so it always starts off a relationship building. That took me a while because I was I was very introverted. Until today, I'm still pretty introverted. If you drag me to a networking event, I might still struggle a little bit. But it took me a while to push myself out of my bubble, just to say, hi, how's your coffee? Yeah, how's your day? So it all starts with conversation like that, and it leads to many other things to the end. Yeah, even digital marketing, my first ever client was found through a coffee shop, and then from there, and I was exposed to digital marketing through when I was working, and many other different things from there. Yeah.
Alright, so networking as any events specially catered towards people our age, that when you go there we won't feel so scared, like let's say, because we're all like 21, 22 years old. Usually I see all these events probably like they are 26, 25.
I think networking
I don't know
events,
if that's the case lah.
I think most networking events are for like working people, or it could be like mostly for working people. Maybe for people around age, it's a little bit hard to find. I mean, even if you find it in school, like a lot of unis, they have employer projects. They have like projects where they invite people from other companies come in, or they host events for students to meet other students. I feel that sometimes this kind of event, it has this intention where people are doing it for the sake of the cert, or like for the sake of just attending it. They are not doing it purely of them wanting to meet people, unless it's like a fun event, like an event where you go in and have fun, like a prom or things like that. That's a different case. Yeah, so for now, I don't think there's an event, but maybe that's something we can come up with. Yeah, potentially. I think that's a very good idea though. Like today, 19 to like I'll say 18 to 20 plus years old people, we all don't really attend an event like that. So that could be something interesting. I actually don't know any event event that has like 20-year-olds, 21-year-olds. Yeah, that's an interesting idea.
Would schools, clubs, would they benefit from actually hosting this kind of events? Because I think usually clubs have the right structure to actually expose the students to this kind of things,
that's a good place to start. Like, that's the most people, that's where all students are at. Not all, but
most of them.
Most, so I think that's one place to start, and then from there you're gonna bring them out and tell them that networking is not just about you going to school wanting to get that cert, and so you join this club, and it's not that. So you're gonna know more about actually joining a club. It's not about getting a cert. It's actually about the experience and how you're gonna meet more people and gonna branch out your ability and your skills from there.
So so if you could break down networking with other people, like how would you make it, like for networking for dummies? How would you?
Networking for dummies.
Easiest way you can think to go let people learn how to go out and network.
Take a deep breath, count to 3, say fuck it, and go say hi. My name is Ryan, and who am I? I think that's a very good idea, because a lot of time you're standing there, it's like, oh shit, how am I gonna go there? How am I gonna say who am I? How am I gonna introduce myself? And oh my God, that's the CEO from where? That's the one from where? The more you think about it, you're not gonna do anything. So
would they actually talk to you? Like if you go up and
you might be surprised that they will actually talk to you. It's like, oh, you're a student who does it. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, so like you just gotta do this. Like take a deep breath, count to 3, say fuck it, I'm gonna do this. If it's not today, it's never. Go there and say, hi, my name is Ryan. I'm a digital marketer for this company, and this is what I do. And then it's like, what about you? What do you do? Yeah, so it's things like that.
You guys do that, and
yeah.
I wouldn't say it, but yeah.
I think that works for me because like, if I don't do I'll never do it.
I mean, I wouldn't say fuck it, but the idea is there.
I mean, you say fuck it in your head, like, it's like 1, 2, 3, fuck it, then go. Of course, it's like, yeah, there you go.
I mean, but do you need to, as a person, do you feel that you should have certain qualifications, and how would you, like, let's say, scout for which people you should go network, or should you just scatter network with everyone else?
I think today, okay, if your intention is just meet people and get to know people, okay, no, you just go out to meet anyone. Talk to anyone. But if your intention is to sell yourself and you're trying to find client, of course you're gonna do your research, like who's that. Yeah, but before that stage also you have to know who are they. So some people they just go out and just give name cards and everything. But
does name cards work?
I think
in your opinion,
usually
because I don't think so. We use.
I mean, what we do is I've been to a few networking events. I collected a lot of name cards before. What I do is go back, I just put on the table there. Then when I need something, I'll be like, okay, I actually met this person before, so I take out open. But I think today a more convenient way is social media, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. Okay, these 3 things is the most important. Like this is a networking tool today. You go out, you prepare your Instagram, LinkedIn, or whatever there. So whenever you meet someone, hey, let's get connected. You get phone number, it's a lot slower. The fastest thing is go on LinkedIn, this is my LinkedIn, you wanna follow me now, do it right now.
And most people's lives are on the social media, you can see everything about them.
Yeah, today everyone has a social media account, so start on social media, go on LinkedIn, go on Instagram, tell them, hey, let's follow and stay in touch from there. Then from there, you can just check out what they do. Yeah. So the thing about getting phone number and versus getting social media is, if you get their social media accounts from LinkedIn or Instagram, you get to know more about what they do.
Than their phone number.
Yeah, and what they're doing in life.
Exactly.
If you get a phone number, it's gonna be hard for you to start a conversation and start talking to them. Yeah. So it's always easier to like, okay, let's say Elton, I see you. Oh, this guy, he does break the box, he does this and that. Okay, interesting. I want to know more about what he does. Okay, let's call him out for coffee.
I think that's what happened how you reach out to me also in the first place.
Yeah, so like for context, Elton and I are primary school friends. I don't think we spoke.
No, we never spoke ever since
primary. And then one day I saw his Instagram. And it's like, oh, he's doing this thing. I'm like, hey, sounds interesting. Like, let's collab and work on something together. And then I DM'd him. We came out for coffee, and that's how everything started.
Exactly. So just to dumb it down, wrap it all up for networking. So you take a deep breath, count to 3,
say screw it, and walk there and say, hi, my name is Ryan, and I do this. And what about you?
Then get their social media, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram.
Yeah, don't just stop there. Always try to get their social media, Instagram account or something.
And talk about something that's on their, like, probably something is common of interest. That is something that is a conversation starter.
Or you can talk about, usually networking event comes with a talk or something. You can always say, oh, this talk is pretty interesting. I find out about what about you, what are your thoughts on it? Yeah, so it's always things like that.
And okay, so moving on to another thing, just now you talked about people just getting certs when they go to clubs.
Mm-hmm.
So in work, right, that's also, because in schools you go for cert or experience.
Yep.
In work, should we at this age go for money or experience? Or that depends on the person?
I think it all goes back to intention and purpose. If you're broke as hell, you need money, okay, money. If your wallet is okay, you can feed yourself every day, your bank account is money all the time, yeah, sure. Just go for passion. From there, find your way to fund yourself and get through this stage while sustaining, like, people quite sustaining a passion now, but I like to say more about, I don't want to use the word sustaining passion, because sustaining passion sounds like, let's say, I'm just taking all my money that I saved from somewhere and like dump it somewhere. I would say, like, as a student, you don't do that because we are young and we are not solid. We haven't solidified our mindset yet. We may say we like this today, but in 3 years down the road, we won't like it anymore.
Actually, that's really true. Think about 2 years back. What we're doing 2 years back.
So this happened to me in coffee. So what happened was when I started coffee, it's like, okay, this is my passion. I'm gonna do a career out of it. I joined barista competitions. I'm gonna be better at it. I'm gonna start doing this. I'm gonna start doing blah blah blah. Then 3 years down the road, there's this part where I plateaued. So I felt like, then I asked myself again, is coffee really a passion? I'm like, yeah, I enjoy making coffee. I enjoy talking about coffee with people, but that's only until this certain extent. And I was like, okay lah, this is my limit. I don't think I can go further anymore. Like even if I want to go down this career, it'll be just me opening a coffee shop because I want to meet people and build a community of it. It's like, okay, this is probably not something I would do in life for now. Maybe in the future, someday when I'm more sustainable, yeah, I'll open up a coffee shop, invite people in here, spread like what I like about coffee. I still like coffee, it's just that it's not something I would do for a living.
Yeah.
So that's how I ventured into digital marketing. And I was like, oh, okay. When I went into digital marketing, it's not a whole intent. I wasn't thinking a lot about money as well. I was thinking about, oh damn, digital marketing is actually so powerful. Like you can build a business from scratch, finding your first sales to your 100 sales purely on social media. So that is what amazed me and why I want to do it, because I know it's powerful and this can empower a lot of businesses and like not just like, yeah, it can just help us like break the box. How are we going to break the box? From Mic'ed Up, how can we bring back the up?
Yeah, it's a challenge of actually making something work, right?
Yeah, so like this is what I actually like about digital marketing, empowering like businesses, like community. Yeah, that's why I do it.
Alright, so no matter how we actually are students, so you're 21 this year, right?
2021.
2021.
Yeah.
So no matter how we have to balance fun and work, it's not all work and
Yeah,
studies, right?
okay.
You know, you always see the diagram where work, sleep, and something fun, you have to pick two, there's no three ways. How do you actually balance? Can you actually get all three at once?
I think it's possible, but of course like you'll get lesser fun than any other students. Like sometimes you go on Instagram, like after work I go on Instagram, it's like, oh damn, my friends are there having fun, but I'm so tired.
I'm just sleep, man.
Yeah, so like it can be like that sometimes, but after a while I'll be like, okay, so this happened to me like a few months ago. I went on a somewhat solo trip, Chiang Mai, a month ago. Then I was there, I was like, okay this time I'm gonna think about what my 2020 is all about. Then I did this thing, it's like, oh damn, for the past 2 years I'm actually working very hard and I sacrificed quite some fun time, like how am I gonna have fun and work and play harder at the same time. So I came back, I was like, oh damn, I gotta work two times harder and play 4 times harder.
But how do you don't have two times more time?
So the thing about student and working, like being a student and working at the same time is when you do that, you actually have the financial ability to have better fun. You have more money, you do more things. So this is where more fun comes in. You're gonna, let's say, take more holidays. You don't have to wait for your parents to tell you, hey, this year end go holiday. You can just like, damn, I can just go holiday like the next sem break. I'm gonna buy a flight ticket somewhere, and like I'm gonna spend like, of course like you don't go like Europe or UK and spend like damn lot of money. You go like small, like nearby, spend like 1,000,
just to get your mind off
2,000.
stuff.
Yeah. So it's just like this kind of fun you can have. Another kind of fun is like, you know, nowadays a lot of students be 7 days a week, 5 days with mama. You'll be like, at one point, like some people they can do that like 7 days a week, 3 or 4 days they'll be chilling with their friends somewhere.
Yeah.
So at one point you'll be like, you'll be thinking like, okay, do you need that a lot? It's like, no, you need more quality time rather than spending time every day. So you try to think more things to do with your friend. Yoga is one thing, and then yoga is one thing I do, and then probably sometimes we go here and there to try out different food. We just go explore places together lah. So when we work and study at the same time, these are the things we can do. And also like working also exposes you to like adults. Adults also have fun.
Instead of having spent more time with people, you spend less time but more quality time with them.
Yeah, so that's what I do. So like maybe 7 days a week, 4 days I'll work, like 5 days work, and then like the other 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna do this thing, I'm gonna do that thing, I'm gonna explore. So to me for now, fun is more about exploring, because I like to explore different things.
Right.
So I'll be like, okay, doing yoga is one thing, okay, doing this is another thing, okay. Me going to a new cafe, a new restaurant, figuring this thing out, or calling out random friends. Yeah, this can be fun, anything can be fun, but fun is different for people. Some people will like,
exactly.
Fun is every Friday, Saturday, go clubbing and drink and get drunk. Some people's like that. I still do drink and get drunk, but I don't do that a lot anymore.
So occasional.
Occasionally, I was like once a month, twice a month, yeah, then good. Like I have some friends who are very into playing darts, but yeah, even though like they play darts all the time because they play competitively, but I also want to join them, so I occasionally go out there, hey dude, let's play darts. Even though they're a lot better than me, I'm not that great, it's like, yeah, we can still play together. So it's just things like that, like we leverage on our hobbies. So like, you like to do this, I do that with you. I like to do this, you do this with me. Yeah. So it's just things like that on how you can expand your fun while you're working and studying.
Yeah, that's true actually. Well, one more thing is, I'm actually really, as of this year, set goals, I'm really into getting the most out of myself, performance-wise. So I'm actually looking into a lot of like mind hacks or like body hacks, play with your sleep, your diet.
Yep.
What do you think about that? Because what I do is I try to sleep at least like 7 hours between like 11 to 6, around there. And then, the diet, eating a bit less, doing dinner, those kind of things. Exercising, how do you think this really plays into, or should we just go all out and...
I guess it does. Like, I know a lot of people will say like, oh, following this diet, following this routine will help you, will make you feel better. But at the end of the day, it's actually up to you. Like different
it's a personal
people,
choice.
it's a person, like different diet reacts differently on different people as well. Like it may work for you, but it may not work for me. Like this is also something where everyone wants to find out lah. Like for me, it's not really about sleeping 7 hours or 8 hours an hour. I can even sleep 15 hours a day and still I'm tired.
Oh, yeah.
So to me, it's more about how am I gonna like prioritize my time. Like this time, if it's for sleep, okay, this is a struggle I'm facing these days. Like before I sleep, I spend 1 hour doing something, or like even longer doing something, and I ended up having lesser sleep. So this is one more thing that I'm trying to conquer this year. Like it will usually be phone. When I get my phone and I start watching a movie, I'll start watching like 1 or 2 hour movie, and I lose 2 hours there. Next day I'll wake up, I'll feel sleepless. So it's about how you adjusting and calibrate yourself into different situations. But for me, I have to juggle many things, so I have to know that I have to get enough rest. I have to really like plan my time. Like it's all about time management actually. How you're gonna put this here, put this there, and it will all come to place.
Yeah, I mean you have to cater it for how your body works with your schedule. Everything.
Your schedule, your body. Yeah, just eat well, sleep well. That's
so there's no actually I figure out there's no set number of hours where you're supposed to sleep or what food you're supposed to eat. It varies differently to a different person. So
I mean, to me, I like to eat, so I just eat almost everything I want. But okay after a while you have to eat in moderation
Exactly.
Yeah, you gotta know what's good for yourself and what's really really bad. And from there, then you know how to control. It's just like your uncle, your grandfather or grandmother is like after this, cannot eat this, this anymore. Yeah.
Alright, so actually that's all I have to ask from you. I don't think so there's anything else I can think of as of now. I think anything else I will ask you and we'll shoot a separate segment on it.
Yeah, sure.
Do you have anything that you...
I don't know.
I mean, in case we
what about
missed out.
for you, Elton? Like, what's the one advice you would tell your peers or your friends or anything at this stage? Like, what's the recommendation would you give them? Like, should you study while working, or should you have more fun or out and think about it after you graduate? What do you think?
What I would say is try out as many things as you can, because you don't know what you like until you actually try it out. But I wouldn't recommend anyone following what I do, because I do almost everything. I'm trying everything and I push myself. Like let's say today morning class was at 8. Okay, let's say this week's schedule. So Monday I had class, and then after that I had a meeting for another workshop. I'm supposed to do a talk, so I had a meeting, I came back. Straight after I came back, we went for captain ball practice. Came back, sleep, the next day, woke up, went to work.
Yeah.
So it's back to back.
Sounds busy already.
It's back to back to back. I don't think so it's the right way to go around, but
I think people gotta start somewhere. Like
Yeah.
you don't just start and get busy all of a sudden.
I mean you should work. Yeah, exactly. You don't start off and get busy all of a sudden, but
And one thing about business student is we got uni, like sometimes no uni like that one. It's
Oh,
like
yeah,
we
that's
have a lot of time. So it's like we gotta leverage on this time, man. It's like that's why I feel like some may say like, hey, you don't have to think about it so much. Like you have a lot of time to screw around, have fun, just enjoy uni life. But to me, I like to feel content. Like I want to do this, I want to do that. At the same time, have fun, explore. Yeah.
actually the advice comes down to it that try whatever you want, just go all out and push yourself, but just make sure you know your limits. Like as of last year, few months actually I broke down. There's too much stuff to do, so I sort of know what limits do I have, and I try not to push myself too much. So what I do is probably I have one day which I just don't do anything, no editing, no meetings, no whatever. I just sit at home, watch Netflix, eat with my family, watch movie, and it takes my mind off stuff. Then the next day I'm ready to go all out again. I'm gonna push myself. So because back-to-back meetings like this, it really drains you. At the end of the day, there's no such thing as playing phone. I see my bed, I'm sleeping. Yeah, so that's what I can say lah.
Yeah, I think just start somewhere and you eventually end up somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a snowball effect. You gotta start on top of the hill, someone has to make the touch.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, it's just the seed and how you're gonna grow that seed and nurture it and be better.
Exactly. Like there's this analogy that says there's two wolves, right? So which one actually grows up and becomes a strong one is the one that you feed.
Okay.
So for you, what you want to work, you must actually put in effort for it. You can't just say that I want to be rich, I want to be the most successful in this and that, but you sit at home and not do anything. So that's not gonna work. I mean, every day increasing 1% at a time is better than not moving at all.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, like, there are always people saying something about you, but how are you gonna control that? How are you gonna focus on yourself? That's another thing. Yeah, so I think that's a very big struggle for us, especially today. Social media is so big.
Your friends are gonna laugh at you.
Yeah, but it's okay. After a while,
I
mean, after a while, they will realize it too, and then they'll come back to you and say, "Hey, actually, you should really do this." Blah 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 blah. Yeah. So I think it will just go into place. Just do it.
Exactly.
If it's bad, learn from it.
Nike, please sponsor us.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Yeah, just do it. Sponsor
Nike,
us.
swoosh. Alright.
Okay, I think that's about it.
Before we end, do you have anything to add on, or that's about it?
I think that's about it. I don't think I have anything to add on, but if there's anything, you can.
We have a separate segment for that.
You can just ask us on YouTube, on our YouTube, Instagram.
Alright, YouTube, Mic'ed Up, somewhere around here. Ryan.
Ryan Tay 515 is my Instagram.
Yes.
Just find me there. Drop me a DM if you have anything to ask.
Elton
Happy to share. Yeah, follow Elton too. Follow us all.
I will link all in the description down below. You can just check it out. And alright, so we have reached the end of this session. Thank you so much, Ryan, for coming to share. So Ryan is actually doing content.
Like,
because
I'm just helping
marketing.
I'm just helping them a bit of distribution of content.
Yeah, distribution of content.
With my learnings from digital marketing, I'm hoping to help Mic'ed Up grow and scale even bigger.
Exactly, nice.
Yeah, so you'll see more of me, I guess.
That's the way.
Okay.
Alright, so we're at the end. See you guys in the next episode. Bye.